But what do we do when that coaching isn't working? What do we do when we've had the conversation over and over? And this could be with a poor, or a mediocre performer or something. It could be about performance that we're having it over and over. But this also can be a high performer, right? And I'm going to ask you a question in a second to say who's got this person. Picture this: well over plan, consistently delivering results, very important to us from a revenue perspective, and breaks every rule that we've got. Anybody have this person? Right? And what's happening with them, right? What is happening with them? And unfortunately, I think too often it's tolerance, right? I'm seeing a nod, right? It's tolerance. And what I want to talk a little bit about, and I'm just going to give you a highlight, is this thing called vital conversations. And for us, we think this is a piece we've missed, which is, how do you have a conversation with someone where you feel like, I've had the conversation 3 or 4 times? And as Shannon, where's Shannon? Right here. Shannon worked with us on this. And, Shannon came up with this is the for real conversation. Right? We've had the conversation. It feels like a broker. This is the for real conversation, a vital conversation. And, that's where it is. It's the for real when you feel like it's a broken record. And this could be with the high performer, right? Or this could be with the average performer who you're not going to get rid of, but that you need to get to a different level of performance. So it's not about a performance management discussion. It's about either an issue that we need to fix, or it's about some sort of ongoing performance that we've had enough conversations. So we broke this down. I'm just going to give you some high-level overview, and then I'm going to let you chat at your tables. But vital comes from verify the need. And we think this is a critical step because sometimes you can get emotional and upset, and you can say, this is time for a vital, and it's not, right? It's you had a bad day, and you happen to see one little thing that they did, and you maybe talked to them about it 3 months ago. That's not necessarily time for a vital conversation. That's probably time for a coffee and to cool down, right? But if there is, then you have to identify the issue. And you might say, well, that kind of should go before. No, what we mean by identify the issue is you got to dig deep. I had an example a little while ago where I had someone who was, not being very efficient or effective, engaging a lot of team members. And so what I did is, I sent out an email to a bunch of folks on a particular example and said, tell me how much time you spent with them on this. Tell me the coaching you gave them, and tell me the amount of this coaching that you think they accepted and used. And that was me going to get the details on this. So when we say identify the issue, it's get facts and data and details and go down and dig deep, so that when you have the vital conversation, it's not you need to. It's let me give you an example, let me give you the facts, let me help you to understand. So once we identify then the talk track, and this is big, because a vital conversation, if it's the for real, you have to make it for real. You have to be more prepared for this conversation than you ever would be, right? You've got to be ready for it. So you've got to have a clear talk track, and I'll talk to that in a second. Once you've got it ready, you're all set, you got the facts and the data, you're ready to go, no. Because if it's a vital conversation, there's a lot of energy and emotion. So you pause, and you get some advice, and you incubate. You think about it, you sleep on it. Then last, logistics. Make sure, do I tell them in advance and get them prepared? Is this something where I need to sit down with them? What are the logistics of this? So to us, a vital conversation is, do I need to do it? Get deep on the issue. Be really well prepared. Pause. And then set it up perfectly, or as close to perfect as you can. And within talk track, I'm not